It says it's hooked.
Alright guys, first off, I apologize for all the smoke tonight. We have a huge fire going because it is colder than Susan's balls out here. So at least she doesn't have sweaty balls tonight. She has frozen ones. Do me a favor, people. If you are on right now and you can hear me good, please type out, yes, we can hear you good, or yes, we can hear you, or fuck off, whatever you want to write. As long as I know you heard me. We are
I got one, Brian.
gonna go here. And then also excuse me because it looks like we're tilted here and it's really the green swamp sign, so I'm gonna send Brian around to this side. Try to raise that up some, Brian, so it doesn't look like we're tilted, so people don't get all dizzy and sick. All right, a few more minutes, people. Let's get some people up here and we'll get back on.
Dylan said, yes, we can hear you, or fuck off.
What?
I happen to believe in life after death.
What?
But I don't think it's got a thing to do with reward and punishment. Religion is always in the control business. And that's
Thanks,
something
Dylan.
people don't really understand.
You have to seriously say fuck off.
It's in the guilt-producing control business.
I have visions of my death,
Are you coming tonight, Dylan?
made true by the rapid memory like a stench of 400 years asphyxiated in every strand and pore. The more hatred, the more death. The
Better.
more die, the more
It's
hate. A
better.
great evil is upon us.
And if you have heaven as a place where you're rewarded for your goodness and hell as a place where you're punished for your evil, then you sort of have control of the population. And so they create this fiery place, which has quite literally scared the hell out of a lot of people throughout Christian history. And it's part of a control tactic. But wait a minute, you're saying that hell, the idea of the place under the earth or somewhere where you're tormented for an eternity, is actually an invention of the church. I think the church fired its furnaces hotter than anybody else.
All right, folks, we're gonna get this started here. Give me 1 second.
Desde el cielo cayeron caguamas, desde el cielo cayeron caguamas. Coca y marihuana, coca y marihuana, coca y marihuana y también cristal.
Descubrí caguamas, eres en junior high. Me gradué y empecé a vender mota en Freeman High. Ahora bien graduado de la universidad, ahí tengo mi tiendita para pagar mi música. Soy el chueco, Crooked de su seno. Viendo droga no es mi business, pero kilos I los tengo. One culture biggie, next call, how much you want? We only dealing kilos, efectivo in a row. Fuck it, Mr.
All right, people. Let's get this show started. Episode 14. Before we get going, I got a message for Paul. I know you're watching. Again, I'm really sorry for the smoke. There's nothing I can do about it. It's cold. It's balls out tonight. We got a huge fire going. Hopefully that dies down soon. We weren't really prepared for the amount of smoke that's going out. Chris, I know you're on duty tonight. If you get a call from 12th and Montrose, disregard. It's just my fire pit. So, message to Paul. You big tough ass, right? You little short midget. Gonna come by my house honking horns, honking air horns, doing honking drive-bys and yelling shit. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm ready for you tonight, punk. I'm ready for you. That's right, OG style. You come by this house tonight, and I got something for you right here. I got something for you. You know what? I ain't gonna wait. I ain't even gonna wait. I ain't gonna wait. That's right. That was worth every penny of $7. Tracy's like, what the? If y'all didn't know it, Tracy's a little bit Jewish.
Leave me alone. I'm frugal.
Fiscally conservative, as Sabatini would say. All right? All right, can everybody still hear me good? We'll see.
Yes.
All right. Folks, we have a good show for you tonight. I know because, you know, I make myself laugh all the time, but this one's just different, man. It's brilliant, is what it is. So let's just be serious for a minute. Everybody is aware of what happened 2 Fridays ago, right? Now, obviously, last Friday the show was different. We paid respects to a very, very good friend of ours, very good woman, and so we didn't do the normal show. The Friday before that, Paul, I can't see it. Got it.
Wait. Let me have that back. I'm gonna write something else on there to
On this
remind
piece?
you. Yeah.
Paul, Friday before last, Paul and some other unknown man, a male passenger, or actually a male driver. I mean, it looked a lot like Susan, but I don't want to insult the man if it was another man and not Susan. But definitely Paul pulled up right in front of the house, honked one of these, and yelled, "Fuck you, you fat bastard!" And as I went out, well, first off, you see me on the video, I stopped and I grabbed my Pepsi can and I sidearmed it. By the way, if you didn't know this, I played it with baseball. And yeah, I connected, right, Brian?
65 feet.
65 feet, and I was moving when I threw it. Bang! So anyways, but, and then I went running out. Got it. Then I went running out, but I couldn't catch him because he was gone. He floored it. He floored it. He floored it.
Seriously?
When he got to the stop sign here at Montrose and 12th, he damn near, I mean, I thought for a second, because he didn't even stop, he just went like that, and I thought he was going to roll it. And I thought, in that split second, I thought, if he rolls this vehicle, I'm going to go over, I'm going to pull him out, and I'm going to piss all over his face. And let somebody else call 911 for him.
Is that before or after you beat the hell out of him?
No. I was just gonna. But I don't promote physical violence. I'm a very passive, peaceful, loving person. It would just be urine. That's all. Urine. Everybody, I told you, not last Saturday, the Saturday before last.
Friday.
No, Saturday
Oh,
when I
that's
went
right.
live about Friday about them honking the horn, right? I showed you my coffee cup that my daughter and my kids got me, or my wife and my kids got me. My daughter specifically picked it out. She also picked me out some shot glasses, right? So, Dylan, are you keeping count of how many times I say right? And are we still doing those shirts? I hope so. Right? So I told you about the shot glasses she got me. Well, here they are, and she got them for me because of the show. So we went to Universal to the Macy's display, and we saw Santa. And well, you know, you had to stand. It was like 12 feet away from him with this divider. So it's the year we can't touch Santa Claus. But Santa asked me, he said, "Have you been good?" And I said, "No." Right? And now I'm thinking in my head, dude, have you seen my show? But he's like, "I'm gonna give you points for being honest." Right? Well, they found these shot glasses. This one says, got me a flashlight here because once I put the alcohol in it, I can't see. But by the way, while I'm looking at these right here, Tracy, let's not let them distract us tonight at all. All right? So if Susan starts running her yippity yap and typing, we'll let Susan and Paul both type it on there because Paul's too chicken shit to use his own page. But if they start doing it, let's let them comment once every half hour. If it's more than once every half hour, block them and then make them sign on under somebody else's. All right, I'm not going to let them distract me. This one says, "Dear Santa, I've been naughty." This is true. This one says, "Dear Santa, is it too late to be good?" It probably is too late to be good. Hand me that Dr. Pepper right there. "Dear Santa, define good." That's a good question. My attorney wants to know what that means. And "Dear Santa, let me explain." Well, honestly, I'm gonna get rid of this one first because I'm tired of explaining myself to people. I'm a good person. I do bad things in the name of good, and so I'm not gonna explain anymore. Holy shit, that's a big shot glass. That's good. That's very good. Would you mind grabbing me a paper towel? I got
Hi, Matt. Is it snowing there?
Matt.
It sounded like a velociraptor there.
So yeah, there's going to be no distractions today. No distractions on the screen. No distractions from Susan, Paul, any of those dipshits. And I'm not going to allow any distractions in front of the house either, or on either side of the street here. And I've got that covered. I do invite you to come by and check it out though, if you want to. But make sure you tell people you love them before you head this way. You just never know. I mean, you never know. It's cold outside and people aren't paying attention. Hell, all this smoke right here could, you know. Have you people tried Dr. Pepper and cream soda? It is part of the reason I am fat. It's very good. All right. We have any Miley Cyrus fans out there? Miley Cyrus fans.
AKA Hannah Montana.
AKA Hannah Montana, that's right. Her father did Don't Break My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you break my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Woo! Woo!
Woo.
Man, y'all suck.
He also helped do that other one.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really scripted.
I hope we got Miley Cyrus fans out there because I put a lot of work into one of her songs. There's just some people's songs that are really difficult to do parodies to. And this particular one was difficult. All right? We're going to get to that in a little bit. And Troy, my son, he had been asking me for weeks. I mean, probably what, 4 weeks at least, don't you think? For those of you who are inbred from Rhode Island, 4 weeks is a month. So he'd been asking me to do a parody song to Jingle Bells. Well, I kept thinking, oh, that's gonna be a little lame. Really nothing, no volume to it. You know, there's no body to it, right? Whatever. But I broke down, and excuse me, people, I have a little sinus thing I've had for almost 6 weeks now. Hope it's not the Rona. It's definitely not the Rona. I get it every year. But according to Susan last week, it sounded like a Coke snort. No. When I do a Coke snort, it's more like, right? When it's a nasal thing, it's two different things. Get your snorting right. So back to the song. He asked me again, and so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. You know, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm glad I did. Good choice, Troy, because little Troy, because this song, I wrote the song in 15 minutes or so. It took me several hours to finally be able to record it because I couldn't stop laughing. And I'm glad too, because I found out that underneath this gut here, underneath the fat layer, I have stomach muscles because I laughed so hard that they hurt this morning.
Oh, great.
He laughed himself so hard that he made his own muscles hurt.
Yeah, I did.
Troy says you're welcome.
So I hope you
He's
people
such a
like
little
it
you.
too. While we're talking about the parodies, right? You see, they don't like it. They don't like that I'm doing the parody songs about them. But they damn sure didn't mind it. As a matter of fact, they encouraged it and participated in it. Even participated in the video so much as shaking his little butt on video when we did a parody to go against another local dance studio to Old Town Road, and I call it Ain't Nobody Winning Nothing, right? And yeah, so they were okay with that. They were also okay when I was ripping on everybody else and all this stuff. As soon as I turned my attention towards them, they don't like it. It's not fair. It's not fair. As a matter of fact, a good friend of mine, the same one that made the cartoon of Paul saying, honk honk, Troy, you a fat bastard, and then pulling away. He made this one for me too. I'm gonna post that later tonight. But these are all remarks that Shanae and Paul made during 2 weeks ago's live episode. Susan. Who did I say?
Shanae.
Oh, Susan. I'm sorry, Shanae. Fuck you. And I've got that written here. We're going to go over that in a second. But one of these here, she puts, I mean, these people, they need to take lessons on shit talking. I don't know what kind of life they've lived, how boring you have to be, that these are your super comeback skill, shit talking skills. But these are straight stupid, man. I mean, honestly, I haven't read anything this white in a long time. I haven't. I have not. You're so full of shit. Yep, keep talking. You know you have nothing. Wait, I'm doing that in Southern. I should be doing it in Yankee, right? No offense to any other Yankees. I love Yankees. I was going to make a joke about Derek Cheater, but I decided not to. Big tough guy. Yep, keep it up. She is very legal and great at what she does. I carry mine in a wheelbarrow, too. Me and my balls. I'm man enough. You are so out of your league. You're so out of your league. You're so out of your league. I'm going to tell you right now, that is definitely the whitest thing I've heard in the last 20 years. Right? You're so out of your league. Bob, you are so out of your league.
Sounds
You're
like
just
from the
so
80s.
out of your. You're so out of your league.
There ain't nothing wrong with the
You're so-
80s.
I
You're
never said there
you're
was,
so out
but
of your
it's-
league.
That's
Bitch, I am the league.
Don't break your shot glasses.
That's why I slowed it way down. Did you see that? That was superhuman stop.
No rage burst tonight.
No rage burst until they're gone. Bitch, I am the league. How the fuck am I gonna be out of it? All of the leagues are compared to me. I am the league standard.
You created the league.
I am the league standard. That's a good one.
So, and then he puts at the bottom here that she's the queen of the keyboard warriors. Queen is, here, hold this up there for me. Queen of the keyboard warriors. Thank you, brother. I love that. That's awesome. I'm going to post that tonight. All right, let's discard this one since we're done with that. That'll let us know how close to the end of the show we is.
We is? That
We
sounds
is.
like them.
Right? So, again, you know, they're going to sit here and trash talk me, well, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, from boring old white people. And then, you know, then they're going to get butthurt about the parodies and all of this stuff, but then they're okay when I do parodies about other people, right? I want to talk to you people about the double standard here with them, okay? So do you know, did any of you notice last week when Susan posted on the show, she commented and she said to Paige, my daughter, Paige, Shanae has one thing you'll never have. Her own studio. A studio of her own. A studio of her own. Well, Susan, your little snide remark to Paige, my daughter, the one that was loyal to you, your family, and your daughter until you stabbed her in the back. She's 19. She'll have her studio within a few months.
You won't.
But since, that's right, you won't. But since you want to compare Paige to Shanae and things that Shanae has and Paige doesn't, I decided we were going to pay tribute to David Letterman tonight, and we're going to do a top 10 list. Y'all remember David Letterman, his top 10 list, right? We're going to do that tonight, and it's the top 10 differences between Paige and Shanae. It's right here, no cheating. We're going to go over that in a minute. Now, some of you out there might be saying, well, hey, Troy, how come it's okay for you to rip on their daughter and not okay for them to rip on your daughter? I'm glad you asked. Let me clarify, and then you can go fuck yourself. So, here's how I met Shanae. Here's how me and my wife met Shanae. Me and my wife met Shanae as an adult female employed at another dance studio that was teaching my daughter. We were paying her to teach my daughter. We were paying her to do her job as an adult to teach my then, 7-year-old daughter?
He's talking to you.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
My daughter's 19 now. My daughter was 7 at the time. That's how I met Shanae. We were paying her to do a job. Right? Then we stayed on paying her thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars throughout the years. As an adult, owner of a business, supposed teacher, to do a job to teach our child, our children, our minors. Right? And that's how we met Shanae's parents, Susan and Paul. her dad Susan, her mom Paul. We didn't meet them until Sinead. Until Sinead started her own business. How'd she do that? She backstabbed the dance studio she was working for. She stole clients right out from underneath them, stole dances from underneath them, went and opened her own thing. My sister-in-law is the only reason she was able to do that, because she couldn't do it on her own. So my sister-in-law was very vital in getting it open. And then she even turned on my sister-in-law. Right? Now, how did they meet my daughter? They met my daughter as a 7-year-old child that they were supposed to be teaching. And all of these years, she's been a student there. Even though there was some inappropriate relationships between the teacher, the owner, and my daughter via 15,000 text messages. Right? And then their daughter is the one that backstabbed my daughter and my son, because they weren't happy with me because I couldn't swoop in and fix the problem they had created by borrowing $25,000 from Ariel's wedding fund and trying to get me to pay it back. So they stabbed my kids in the back, booted them out. Now all of a sudden they're the fucking victims again. Right? And so even though my daughter had nothing to do with it, nothing, and she's just now realizing that they did her wrong. So she's talking about it and all this stuff, so they want to come at her. Paige, Shanae has one thing you'll never have, a studio of her own. First off, bitch, I barely call that a studio, that filthy, disgusting COVID-19 breeding SARS structure, right? You can't even call her a dance instructor. Her fat ass and Gravity don't get along. So wait till we get to our top 10 comparisons between Paige and Shanae. I think you'll all love it. I know Paul and Susan and Shanae are going to dig it. They're going to dig it. All right? Let's see how many more white bullshit things they can say tonight.
Cheryl says they're never the victims, but always play the victims.
Who?
Cheryl.
You're right, Cheryl. That I need to start saying that. You're right, Cheryl. Thank you. They're never the victims. They just always play the victims. And in some distorted, sick way in their head, they truly believe it. They believe it. They drink their own Kool-Aid. Right? They drink their own Kool-Aid. Only it's ballsack flavored.
That's disgusting.
In July in Florida after a bike ride. In Speedos. Too detailed?
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to move along.
EMI. Jeez.
We're going to move along. Did I go over the trash talking classes? I did, right? They need to take trash talking classes.
Yes.
Another thing I want to go over here, folks, that they distracted me from last week because I was getting ready to read some remarks they had texted to my sister-in-law about Kelly Bates and Rebecca.
It's just the family across the
Yeah,
street.
it's just a family. Don't release the hounds. We never fully got to the bottom of where did the 50-50 money go, right? Where did that $1,050 go that I'm pretty sure they stole? They distracted me, so I wouldn't talk about that and the other things, and they ran like little bitches, right? But another thing that they distracted me from is how they are so obsessed about how I make my money. And they are. They're obsessed about it. They're always making comments about get a job and you should be working and blah, 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 blah. Do I look like I'm short of money? Am I short of money? No. Don't worry about how I make my money. Don't worry about how I pay my bills. Because at least I pay my bills. Unlike you people. What do I mean by that? Here's a disconnect notice for Susan and Paul's house, right? for $459.40. Now, they were warned about it on November 18th. First off, why is your bill $459.40? Holy shit, what are you doing? I don't get it. Turn some lights off. Shit. Not only were they warned about it all the way back in November 18th, but even after it got disconnected, well, they said, no, this is before it. It says, this is a friendly reminder that your payment for service at 16 blah 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 whatever hasn't been received. Then after they made a payment, and that says we have reconnected power to your account located at 16 blah blah blah. After that, don't you know, immediately after that, they still have a $73.13 balance. $73. After they got it turned back on. You couldn't pay the whole thing. It wasn't even $500. $459.40. Now granted, that's a shitload of money for an electric bill. I think ours is only what, like $280, $250? $290. But still, it's not even $500. You can't take care of that shit. But you're concerned about how I make my money, right? Telling me I need to get a job. I think I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. But I posted, Paul, and I told you, if you need to borrow money for your electric, come on over here. I'll let you borrow it. I even went and got cash out of the ATM. All you got to do is come here on camera and ask me to borrow it. Tell me what it's for, and I'll give you the terms. I'll let you borrow it. I'll put that right there. Dear Santa, define good. Those are huge sunglasses. Obsessed with how I make my money. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's weird. It's a weird obsession. Very strange. Here's another thing that just really bothers me. I get it. It's brother-in-law married to sister-in-law. Might be some slow genes in the family, something, I don't really know, right? But I've sang, how many songs do you people think I've sung about Susan's balls and testicles?
10.
At least, right?
Maybe 15.
I don't even know how many times. I mean, and I've said it over and over and over. Well, what trips me out is
32 times.
Susan, a couple of weeks ago, says, "Yeah, I've got balls. You're just not used to a woman standing up to you." Clearly, you've never met my wife if you think a woman doesn't stand up to me, because she's the only person on this planet that can get me to stop doing what I'm doing. So y'all can blame all of this on her. She loves it. She's my biggest fan. Super fan. I can't say it.
Excuse me? Super fan.
It's 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Crap, I'm going to hurry. All right, Paige has to leave in 30 minutes. So I'm going to expedite this to get to some of these songs so she can be here for them. And then we'll get back and hit some of this other dumb shit, right? But, so Susan says, you know, you're just not used to a woman standing up to you, whatever. And then she puts, last week, she says yes, she has big balls. And she pushes her around in a wheelbarrow, too. Because I said that, and I push my balls around in a wheelbarrow. And then she says, me and my balls. And then she says, I'm man enough. Okay, let me just clarify something for this, you slow-minded, dumb-wit, twit, twat, bitch. Twit, twat. I'm going to start that. The American version of TikTok. Twit, twat. Shit, I just gave away $1 million idea. Any hoodles.
Generic Hulk Hogan, though.
Right? I'm going to clarify for this for you, Susan. I'm not referring to your balls as in you're brave. Like when I say I've got big balls, and I'm referring to me being brave, or I just don't give a shit. I'm referring to you having balls as, bitch, you look like a man. I'm serious. I'm not joking. You look like a mixture of Mrs. Doubtfire and Bob Ross. All right? You look like you would have testicles between your legs. It has nothing to do with you being brave, because you're not. You look like a man. So I found this song on YouTube, and I thought, hell, this will help me explain it a little bit. Does anybody remember that little Asian woman? I mean, talk about racist. It was a white woman pretending to be Asian. I loved it, though. It was hilarious. People are too soft and sensitive these days.
Living Color.
Or maybe it was.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live, that's what I said. Now shut your hole. So she said, oh, you look like a man. She look like a man. She look like a man, whatever, right? I found this song, Susan. I hope this helps explain to you why I'm constantly singing about your balls. It's simply because you look like, straight up look like a dude.
He looks like a man. No, it's everything like you. No, you. It's everything like you. No, you. No, you. No, you look like a man. Look like a man. You look like a man. You look like a man. Look like a man. Oh no, you look like a man. You talk like a devil. Understand? Look like a devil with a everything. You talk like everything.
Bitch, you ugly. I don't know how to get across to you. It has nothing to do with you being brave. I sing about your balls because you look like a dude, right? And don't get all pissed off at me, because you used to talk about Christy's ex-husband all the time and make fun of him and say and sing that song, dude look like a lady. You used to do it all the time, but then you used to say it about her too. That's fucked up. It's okay, you got double standards. You don't like it when I rip on you, but you can rip on anybody else you want to. The difference between me and you, can you grab that, is I have the legitimate balls to do it to your face, or as close as you'll ever let me get to your face, and that's via the live show, right? So, let's move on, shall we? Paige has to go, so we're gonna go out of order here a little bit. Trust me, I'm gonna get back to all this stuff. But I want to play these songs for you. But before I do, I want to read you this quote that I found the other day that I thought was a wonderful quote. It's from an unknown person. It says, being held accountable may feel like an attack if you are not ready to acknowledge how your actions impact others. It's a beautiful statement, right? So you feel like you're being attacked right now, but you're not. You're getting your comeuppance. So let's start with this one. I'm gonna tell you what, people. This one's okay. It's funny, but it's not the quality. It's not the same quality of holy shit, you're a diaper funny as the next one, in my opinion. So I hope you people have seen the Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball video. If not, after the show, go and watch it. It's really dumb. I don't know what the hell happened to Miley Cyrus, but holy shit. Okay. I put a lot of work into this. I'm sorry if it's not perfect. I want to see you do better. Bald Paul, fat Sinead, Susan has a man vein and balls. Please don't ask me why. Sinead dropped a kid when she fell down the stairs, a truth no one can deny. Don't you ever say I don't hate Sinead, that's just simply not true. Paul can't live this lie, hiding it for his wife, so he wants to tell you. Susan's got big sweaty balls. They hit so hard now Paul's in love. All he wanted was to play with balls. Now he only wants sympathy. Yeah, sympathy. They swung up high, hit him in the eye, and now they're on their way back down. He quickly turned, told her it burns, so now she knocked him to the ground. Don't you ever say I don't hate Sinead, that's just simply not true. Paul can't live this lie, hiding it for his wife, so he wants to tell you. Susan's got big sweaty balls. They hit so hard, now Paul's in love. All he wanted was to play with balls. Now he only wants sympathy. Susan's got big sweaty balls. She's had them since she was born. She let him touch, now he's in love. Now he only wants sympathy. Yeah, sympathy. You never should have started this war. I'm never gonna let you win. Now I'll sing about you even more. I'm never gonna let this end. You never should have started this war. I'm never gonna let you win. I'm never gonna let this end. Don't you ever say I don't hate Sinead, that's just simply not true. Yes, I've got some big old balls. I never liked any of y'all. All I want to say is fuck you all. All you ever do is lie about me. Now I'm here to swing my balls. I'm nowhere even close to done. I'll sing till you can't take no more. And all you'll do is honk horns at me. Yeah, honk horns at me. Yeah, you honk horns at me. Wait for it.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Paulie, Troy's singing about my testicle balls again. Let's go get him. Okay, Susan, get the car. I'm gonna mount up and get my arsenal. It's time to fuck that fat bastard up. Here we go. It's another drive-by. He's gonna hate it. Fuck you, you fat bastard! Oh shit, Susan, he's coming for us! Go, Susan!
Oh my god.
I hope y'all like that. It was hard. It was difficult. Very difficult. Alright, let's move on. I'm actually tired of that bullshit. Let's get in the Christmas spirit, shall we? Anybody else want to get in the Christmas spirit?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad.
Christmas is the best time of year.
Let's play a Christmas song. Now, people, listen. If you have little ones in the room, this is probably not an appropriate Christmas song for them. Get them on out. Send little Timmy out. Give him something sharp to play with.
Oh.
Come back in. And let's do a sing-along. Okay, granted, this is a new song. Well, it's kind of a new song. Change the words up a little bit. But I think after the first time you hear it, you're probably going to be able to sing along with it. So let's have a Christmas sing-along. All right, in the spirit of goodwill.
Oh, jeez, excuse me.
You ready?
Oh, God.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
12 long months ago, if we knew what we knew today, Off to the store we'd go, buying toilet paper every day. Our bottoms would be clean, our asses would feel right. But at least it's fun to write and sing these funny songs at night. Oh, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls. Fuck that bitch, Shanae. She's too fat to take a ride in a 12-horse open sleigh. Hey, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls. Polly's bald and hey. Oh, what fun it is to sing and make fun of Shanae. Now that I've pissed you off, come and get you some TikTok girls, that's right. Paul likes them 'cause they're young. Hide food from Shanae, 340 pounds she be. Susan's got some big old balls and Paul's got a tiny pee-pee. Oh, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls. TDC is lame. It's not fun learning dance from someone who sits all day. Hey, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls. Fuck that bitch, Shanae. Oh, I wish she'd close her doors and fucking go away. Paul pulled up to my house just the other night. I thought we'd have some fun and get in a fist fight. But then he blew a horn and punched the gas, that's right. He called me a fat bastard and then he drove away with fright. Oh, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls. For Paul I can't say the same. Oh, what the hell, he almost flipped his car trying to get away. Hey, Sue's got balls, Sue's got balls. Piss on their whole family. For what they've done to these kids, they need to fucking pay. Merry Christmas, you fat bitch.
Oh, you should have said you filthy animal.
Shit.
I'm laughing at it. It makes it
Shit.
funnier.
I've listened to that song easily 24 times since I recorded it last night.
Yes,
That's what I
everybody
heard
loved
in the
that
middle of the
one.
night.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That was a good one. Awesome, love it. Wow, Kathy gave you a bazillion thumbs up and laughy faces.
Thank you, thank you. Kathy, by the way, I think I bought the wrong beer because I saw your picture you sent me earlier.
Oh,
A
a different Kathy, but go ahead.
Oh, is it a different Kathy?
It was, yes, it's Nicole's mom.
Oh, okay. So the other Kathy, we were talking the other day, and she was telling me about her favorite beer.
Ice House.
No.
Yes.
Oh, is it Ice House? Yeah. Well, like a moron. No, you know what it is. Oh, no, it was me. That's right. I bought Natural Ice. It's 5.9. I was going to try it because she said it was good, but then she sent me a picture tonight. And it's the wrong one. I'll still try it later.
Effing funny.
Huh?
Catherine said effing funny.
Thank you, thank you, thank
And
you.
Kathy Pressler said, oh.
Oh, shit. So here in a minute, folks, Paige is going to be leaving. And while she's gone, Shanae has agreed to come in and entertain you people with a short little dance.
Oh, good God.
So I'm going to stage that right now. And then... stage this one.
Kathy, thank you, but he has plenty.
What?
She said, I'll bring you some. What you get? Bring your Ice House. He'll try that.
Yes, definitely. Bring it.
Cheryl's excited that Shanae is coming.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen, while we're waiting for Paige to leave and Shanae to come and dance, speaking of alcohol, any of you that are coming Sunday for our Christmas party, if there's something specific you want, bring it. If not, I have a lot of different drinks, a lot of different alcohol. I even made some adult gummy bears. Go see who that
It's
is.
Dylan.
It's Dylan.
Yeah. He texted you.
So I got some adult gummy bears that I made.
They're nasty.
They are kind of nasty, but they're also kind of very fuck you up-ish. I I had 3 of them last night. I'm like, well, that sneaks up on you there. I did not make it with vodka, so don't go getting all weak and wimpy on me. I made it with 155. So that's pretty harsh, but it's good. It's good. It kind of tastes like cough medicine, fruity cough medicine. It's not bad.
Nothing fruity about
It's
it.
not bad. You know, folks, I do this thing here every Friday night, and I know I probably shouldn't. It's offensive to some people. Some people are just too big of snowflakes to handle it. They think the cussing is too much. And I'm glad that you people got to live, you know, normal, sheltered lives as children and young adults. But I'll tell you this much. I've done and seen more than most of you ever will your whole life, and I did that at 19 years old. And so these are just words to me. And so even though I know that I probably shouldn't be doing this, it's like licking a stripper pole, right? You know you shouldn't lick the stripper pole, but at some point in time, you're going to try it. You're just going to see, you know, what glitter and shame tastes like. And you're going to, you know, you're going to try it. And you know what? Hell, I like it, so I'm going to keep doing it. I don't like licking the stripper pole. I like doing the show, so I'm going to keep doing that. We've talked about Duke Energy and how they can't pay their power bill. Burning time right now, waiting so I can say bye to Paige. Plus, I don't want Sinead to terribly long. Who is that?
Jason.
Oh. Call Jay. Tell him I'm right in the middle of the live show. If he wants to come by, he can come by. I'm here. I tell you what, people, while we wait on that, let me go over this with you here. I saw this the other day. A friend of mine shared.
Oh, you can't hear. They're saying they can't hear.
Can't hear me? Shit, it must have, when Jason called, it disconnected these.
It says it's still connected.
Can they hear me now? Yeah, see, they just reconnected.
Okay.
So, people, listen, try not to call me because when you do, you disconnect my my microphones here. All right? So, can y'all all hear me now? Someone just type out, yeah, we can hear you.
They say they can hear, but they think it's just Mike.
It's what?
Oh, they said they think it's just Mike, but now he's requesting to be in the broadcast, but I don't know.
Who?
Mike.
Mike who?
This.
Oh, hell yeah, bring him on.
But I don't know. He might have just been trying to adjust the...
Hey. Mike, if you want to come on, let us know, buddy. We'll bring you on right now.
I wonder if that's why. Okay. Mike, maybe yours didn't...
Let me see it. Hello?
Yeah, it might have just been because
Right.
you hit
Okay.
something, maybe?
Why? What happened?
Hold on, Troy had an emergency phone call.
Something.
We might have to postpone.
There's blood or what? All right, bro. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll head out there with the shotgun. It could be a coyote or something. We'll find it. I'll be out there. All right. All right, so folks, again, Mike, if you want to come on, buddy, we would love to have you. 100%.
I think he was just hitting stuff to try to get the sound to come off.
All right, so can y'all hear me now?
Yes, everybody can hear you except for Mike. That's what everybody's saying that they could hear. Mike was the only one that couldn't. So he's rebooting and to see if that'll help.
Got it, got it. I'm going to go ahead and share this because I think Mike is smart enough to know not to do this. But there might be some of you out there, including Dylan, who's here now, that I just want to make sure that you guys know that this is never a good idea. Never a good idea. This is an ad for Hoover vacuum cleaners from the 50s, right? and it's floating around Facebook right now. And I just want to make sure that if you guys want to wake up Christmas morning, or actually if you want to wake up the day after Christmas, don't do this shit, right? This ad from the 50s says, Christmas morning, she'll be happier with a Hoover. Yeah, she'll be happier with a Hoover. Yeah, don't do that, guys. All right, seriously.
That's one of those in storage.
That's no bueno.
I'm not even joking. Like those exact like old school Hoovers.
Do you? Don't
Yeah.
don't give it to anybody for Christmas, especially a woman. That's not good.
That's all good. Is this tonight? This paper?
Yeah.
Not a
should
good thing.
Should the band move that? We should get back on
How long before she leaves?
it. Like 5 minutes.
Yes. Well, yeah, about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, we already went over this. Here's another thing too, people. We talked about their electric bill, right? We talked about how they're obsessed with how I make my money and I need to get a job and blah, 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 and all this stuff, right? Well, I thought I'd share with you this if I haven't already. This is a text message from the landlord up there at the dance company where they rent their building from. Call him back and make sure he's okay. Tell him to call you if you call your phone if he needs me out there faster. So this is from the landlord, Ranji, to Susan and Shanae. It says good night, which I'm assuming he's foreign, so maybe he meant good evening, and maybe that's just how they say good evening. Good night. Sorry for the late text. Just would like to give you heads up. The owner said he will not continue to lease 4 units with 3 months of outstanding rent. It is a lot of rent, and it will be hard to get caught up, and he is getting calls on that space to lease there. He asked me to forward all your info to his attorney tomorrow. I will contact you tomorrow. Thanks, Ranji. All right, there you go. Right? Again, people, they're obsessed with how I make my money. Instead of hating my hustle, why don't they learn it? Right? Right. Because apparently the post office and the dance and shit like that ain't covering the bills here. I mean, between the donuts and the TikTok subscriptions and all of that shit. I mean, and the ball waxings and everything. I get it.
It was sent on March 9th, Cheryl,
Yeah, March 9th.
of
But
this
still-
year, 2020.
And one of the dance parents bailed them out of this, by the way, right? One of the dumbass dance parents bailed them out of this. I'm the dumbass dance parent that bailed them out of that. I wished I hadn't. Had I not bailed them out, had I not paid that, they'd be closed now. I don't know what was wrong with me. I wasn't thinking at the time that they were going to stab my children in the back, right? Like damn Krampus or something. And now that I'm gone, they got another dance parent, a couple, husband and wife, bailing them out of shit, paying off their debt to the competition so that the parents think that I'm lying, so they can get their information, their pictures, their videos, and photos months and months and months and months after the fact, right? Even though I produced proof. Yeah. But they're concerned about me and how I make my money. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about how I make my money. I make it. I do just fine. I have bad months and I have great months, but I do all right. So Susan responds, somehow I will get you the money. We've been there for over 8 years, and this is our first hard year. I will do whatever I have to get this money. At which point in time, Ranji tells me this is not their first hard year. They're consistently months and months and months behind on their shit. And over, he just wants to get rid of them because, hell, he'd do better off running it to a homeless people shelter. I mean, I don't get it. They're not paying their bills. But you people are paying them. What are they doing with the money? What are they doing with the money? Is it extortion or is it I don't know what it is. It's definitely a misappropriation of funds. I know that. Bare minimum. But hell, you know what? Fuck it. We'll see. Excuse my language. How long?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right. I'm just going to hit this one real quick. It's off topic. But so, the other day we had to get a tow truck to tow a car. Apparently, from what I'm hearing is apparently Ford sent the wrong code when they rekeyed something, and that's what caused the issue. But nevertheless, the dealership sent us a place called Athens Towing. Athens Towing, right? Now, the tow truck driver himself, super cool guy, awesome guy, man. He was wonderful, wonderful dude. So, guy, this is not directed towards you, and I know none of you are even seeing this right now, but people, don't ever call Athens Towing, because the dispatcher, his name is Nicholas, right? He's quite the twat. He's such an asshole that I thought to myself, what is my Christmas wish for Nicholas? Here's my Christmas wish for Nicholas, since you're such an asshole. I hope that sometime between now and the first of the year, you eat a bunch of Taco Bell, and at 4 o'clock in the morning you get the runs, and all you've got is some cheap-ass Walmart toilet paper, and while you're trying to wipe your ass, your finger punches through it, and you finger punch yourself in your own asshole. That's what I hope for you for Christmas.
So gross.
Dollar Tree toilet paper, not
Dollar
Walmart.
Tree.
That's nasty, bro.
Yeah, don't be. The point of that story is, well, that's besides the fecal matter.
Ew.
The point of that story is don't call Athens Towing. What a douche he was, man. Holy crap. Hour and 17 minutes I waited just for him to call me and say, hey, I'm really sorry, but he's stuck in traffic. It's going to be another 49 minutes. So I drive all the way back home, 7 minutes, right? But I get home, and I'm like, I got to use the bathroom. So I sit down on the toilet, and I'm just getting ready to go. The phone rings. It's Athens Towing. Tow truck driver goes, hi, Mr. Grimes, I'm here at the truck, at your car. I'm like, holy crap. So I get finished, and I'm driving up there, and this Nicholas guy calls me back and says, hey, I got confused. He wasn't stuck in, and the phone dropped dead, and he never called me back. So
Maybe he
I
was
hope you
afraid he was
call
going to
him
be on the
back?
Troy
Huh?
show.
Try to call him back.
I did. He never answered. So I truly hope, Nicholas, that you accidentally finger punch yourself. Let's move on.
Bingo.
So people, the Florida State Fair has been postponed. Been put off till April of 2021. When do they normally have that? February?
February.
Been put off till April.
Oh, we could go to for your birthday.
At the lovely. Great idea. Let's not do that. I hated the fair before COVID. I don't even want to go now. Now listen, I don't really like to wear the mask, but I'm a huge fan of the mask thing. I love the mask thing, and I hope it keeps up indefinitely. Why? Because I don't have to look at some of you ugly motherfuckers. Right? You got this shit covered up here, and all I have to do is glance at your eyes and move on. So I think a lot of you should continue wearing that for the rest of your lives. Right?
Turns out that they're ugly because you only see their face.
Right. Don't fall in love with someone with a mask on.
Right? Right? Hiding behind that mask could be some big sweaty balls!
1 minute. I gotta go.
You gotta go in 1 minute. Florida State Fair. December 21st will be the Christmas star. That's Saturn and Jupiter lining up. Right?
It's randomness.
The last time that happened, people, it'll be December 21st of 2020. The last time that happened, Genghis Khan was alive.
Nice.
Stop being an asshole. Genghis Khan was alive 800 years ago. That's pretty crazy, man. Get out there December 21st, find you a good dark spot that's not light polluted, and look at the Christmas star. What it is it's two planets that line up perfectly, creating this big celestial event. 800 years, let's think about it. Genghis Khan was alive at the time. That's crazy, right? Knocking down the Great Wall.
That's when I saw it. Isn't King Reason doing
We already talked about that. We already talked about the beer, right? I think it's
She
time.
wants you to do the top 10 before she
You want me to
goes.
do the top 10? I'm going to do the top 10 right now, people. Are y'all ready for the top 10 differences between Paige and Shanae?
Woohoo!
Okay, so number 10. Paige doesn't need a triple reinforced wrought iron chair to sit on. Number 9. Paige actually has friends she makes and doesn't have to intimidate by threatening to kick them off of the dance team. Number 8. Paige can teach class while actually standing up. Number 7. Paige's dad has a full head of beautiful hair.
There you go.
That's the best one.
Okay. Number 6. Paige can actually put on her own pants without having to use a hoist. Shit you not, true story. Number 5. Paige's dance studio will be legal from day 1 instead of being legal 9 years after it was open and only being legal because some crazy wackadoodle guy made a show about her.
Wow. I'm already legal.
Who's that crazy wackadoodle?
Can you give me another one of these? 4 was never enough.
That's equal to like 8.
It's still 4. Number 4. 4. Number 4. The employees at Donut King don't know Paige on a first name basis.
Actually, they might because Paige picked up Shanae's donuts
Shit,
a lot.
They might have. I might have lied again, but again, I
Just
told the
kidding.
truth, even when I lied.
They don't know me.
Number 3. Paige has never had a child under her care lose a toe.
True.
True story.
I have a lot.
She has not.
A lot of kids under my care.
Number 2. Actually, number 1 and number 2 are pretty close. They're tied for me as far as my favorite ones. But we'll go ahead with number 2. Number 2. Paige actually has the ability to have her own biological children. And the number 1 difference between Paige and Shanae is Paige's mom doesn't have big sweaty balls.
Good job. On that note, please.
And thank you, Susan Mendez, for giving me the idea to do today's top 10. We will continue that on your behalf. Okay, so Paige is leaving. You didn't finish it all. I will. Paige is leaving. Shanae, are you ready to come on? Yeah! Just do a little entertaining dance for these guys while I say bye to Paige. Paige, if you wanna come over here and say hi to everybody before you leave?
Nope. Hello.
Hello.
Paige says hello. All right, people. So Shanae's gonna dance for you while I say
Mr.
bye.
Ghetto, 2 Fire Records.
Man, forget going to the club to meet something new. When I want me something new, I go get me a basket and I go walk around Walmart. All the women be in Walmart. You heard me?
Come on. I'm going to Walmart. She going to Walmart. They going to Walmart. They be at Walmart. We going to Wally World. Wally World. Walmart. She going to Walmart. They going to Walmart. They be at Walmart. We going to Wally World. Basket. What's your name? What's your number, girl? Ooh, what's your name? What's your number? Ooh, what's your name? What's your number, girl? Ooh, what's your name? What's your number? Ooh, she making grocery.
Get the hell off my set. Biatch! Thank you, Shanae, for that fill-in. Fuck you, you fat bastard! All right. All right. You know what I tried to get tonight, people? Because it's a Christmas episode. I tried to get my favorite Christmas drink. Well, I didn't really try that hard. It just hit me tonight that I wanted it for the show. And I only asked one person, and my wife, and she never got back to me, so I don't know if she asked anybody or not. But I wanted to get some coquito, right? If you don't know what that is, I know most of you do.
Mike says she hasn't moved like that in 20 years. You ain't fooling me. Good one, Mike.
Probably never moved like that.
I love Mike. He's awesome. So for you people who don't know what coquito is, it's a Puerto Rican drink, mainly at Christmas. It's called Puerto Rican eggnog. Coquito means little coconut, right? It's a great drink. It's awesome. And I say for you white people that don't know, because I didn't know until about 20-something years ago. I went my whole life without knowing what coquito was. But it's really good. So I'll tell you how I found out about coquito, right? So I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. So I had a lot of Mexican friends. I knew a lot of Mexicans. And you know what? The Mexicans, they're straightforward, man. They're not confusing. They're straightforward. But I never really, what the hell was that?
Apparently the light just went
on. I never really knew any Puerto Ricans. I take that back. I did date this Puerto Rican girl in school. Mom, wasn't what's her name, Farrar, that I dated? Wasn't her dad Puerto Rican or something? He was always running trips to Miami or some shit. I don't know. But anyways, Marlene, I think was her name. Marlene Farrar? Who cares? Anyway, I didn't really know any Puerto Ricans until I moved to Florida. And so I moved to Florida, and I met quite a few Puerto Ricans, right? There's a lot of them here. And then I started dating Tracy, and Tracy had this house over behind SeaWorld, and I hijacked it. I moved in, and she became my sugar mama, right?
She said she was Cuban, and yes, that's the right name.
Oh, thank you. Cuban, Puerto Rican, Mexican. To me, they're all the same. We're all white to them. It doesn't matter. We could be from Ireland, talking about, whatever. They're all I don't know. I'm not going to get into the whole black thing with them, because there's a difference. A bit like some of them play the didgeridoo. But wow, 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 wow. Right. But anyway, so here we go. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I love you. So I moved in with Tracy almost right away when I realized I had a free ticket there, free ride.
You're such an ass.
And the neighbor, his name was Carlos Rivera, or is Carlos Rivera. He's not dead. He became one of my best friends. Just a super cool guy. You can actually go ahead and lift that off if you want, because that's what's dimming the light.
Is it really?
I just realized, yeah. Watch that. See the load it's taking off?
That's the weirdest thing. I didn't understand that.
That's some weird shit. Yeah, if you just want to lay it flat on its side, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
So Carlos Rivera. Well,
I
I'll never
can't feel
forget
it
the first day I met Carlos. I pulled up to the house, and I hear him say, "Hey, papi! Hey, papi!"
All the time.
Okay, he lived right next door. So I walked over. He said, "Hey, papi, my name's Carlos." And I said, "My name's Troy." And he's like, "Good to meet you, Troy." He's like, "I've seen you over here a few times. I just want to make sure everything was cool. You're good, everything good." Yeah. He's like, "If you ever need anything, you come tell me. You don't come to Carlos." Right? So a little bit later, he says, "Hey, we're having a Christmas party, right? And I want you to come to the Christmas party." I'm like, "Well, Tracy's at work. And I'm not, because I'm a jobless bum." That's not true. At the time, I actually worked at Walmart and was a bouncer at night. But for some reason, that particular night, Tracy was not there, right? So I thought, hell, you know what? I'm going to go. I have never been to a Puerto Rican Christmas party, so I'm going to go. I was kind of shocked to find out that I was the only white boy there, but they accepted me as if I was an honorary Puerto Rican, and I loved it. Well, I'm in the house, and hell, it's packed with people, right? It's not like he was trying to hide the shit. He's like, everybody, this is Troy. He lives next door. He's a good guy, whatever. You know, like he was Tony Montoya or something. But he's like, okay, Troy, we have the 3 C's of Christmas. We have coconut rice, coquito, and cocaine. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. What? Huh? Yeah, we got coconut rice, coquito, and cocaine. I'm like, well, I don't know what coconut rice or coquito is, but if you're sharing, I'll have some of your cocaine. Right? Why not? It's Christmas! So I wasn't interested in the rice or this white, thick drink that he called coquito. I'll take a little bit of your cup. Right? Why not? 10 minutes later, I'm like, dude, this is the best rice I've ever had in my life. This coquito, this is awesome, man. I don't even know what I love you, Puerto Rican people. I love you. Right? It's great. That's the first time I ever had Peruvian pink, by the way. That was some strong shit.
You know your son's watching, right?
Cocaine stands for...
Listen, sometimes you say things just to entertain. And other times you don't. So, here I am at this house, first time ever, around all these people. We're having coconut rice, coquito, and coquito. So the cocaine was okay. But this coquito, man, this shit was good. And man, I love it. I love it. So if anybody out there makes homemade coquito, please let me know. I'd like to get some from you. I love Puerto Ricans. I really do. They're a little bit more confusing than Mexicans. I grew up around Mexicans, right? Mexicans are straightforward. You go to a Mexican's house, they've got a Mexico flag, a Texas flag if they're in Texas, California flag if they're in California, and then a U.S. flag. Puerto Ricans, not so much. So I'm at Carlos's house, and I'm looking around. There's Puerto Rican flags everywhere. They got Puerto Rican coffee mugs and Puerto Rican banners and all this stuff. And then there's New Yorican shit everywhere, right? I love New York, New Yorican, all this stuff, and no American flag. So I'm like, hey, Carlos, are you from New York? He's like, oh, no, I lived there once, though. It's a great place. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I like it. It's kind of a shithole, you know? I like to visit, wouldn't live there. He's like, yeah, it's a little bit of a shithole, right? And I'm like, but Puerto Rico, you know, I don't really like Puerto Rico that much. It's kind of dirty and small and all this stuff. And he's like, oh, whoa, papi. No. Well, don't talk about Puerto Rico. That's too far. You're taking it too far. Don't talk about Puerto Rico. And I'm like, well, hey, man, if Puerto Rico's so nice, why don't you still live there? He's like, hey, no, that's it, man. Just get out of my house. Get out of my house. I'm like, all right, well, I was going to give you some cocaine for Christmas. He's like, oh, you know, you can stay for a little bit longer. You can stay for a little bit longer. Right? He's like, let's just change the subject. Change the subject. So I changed the subject. And a little bit later, he's like, so where are you from? I'm like, oh, no, he says, you're from Texas, right? And I said, yeah. How'd you know? He's like, you got a big tattoo on it. I said, yeah. He's like, well, how you know? The only two things from Texas are steers and queers. I don't see horns on your head, Poppy. I'm like, oh, Carlos, that's too far. Too far. Don't talk about Texas. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? Okay. I'm sorry, cowboy. All right, let's stop it. Let's stop it. He's like, well, if Texas is so great, how come you don't still live there? He got your back. I'm like, thank you, Carlos. He's like, oh, man, we got to find something else to talk about. We can't get butt hurt, whatever. He's like, you know, what are we talking about?
Let's go chase bats in the bathroom.
That was awesome. We did legitimately chase a live bat in our bathroom one day. It was hilarious and scary at the same time. So we found a common ground to talk about, and we thought, okay, we don't want to talk about Puerto Rico. We don't want to talk about Texas. Let's talk about dumbasses from Rhode Island. So we did. We made fun of them quite often. Right? Mexicans, they're a little bit more laid back. You know, you tell a Mexican Mexico's shithole, and they're like, yeah, say Mexico's a shithole, but I love it. My parents live there. I want to go back someday. I had to come to America to make white people money. You know, go back. A Puerto Rican, man, you say something bad about Puerto Rico and they get all pissed off. He got back because I'm like, listen, if Puerto Rico's so great, how come you people were so thrilled when Trump was throwing toilet paper at you? He's like, it was paper towels! I'm like, shit, paper towels, toilet paper, whatever, dude. Come on. You know, I don't get it. I love me some coquito. People, if you got it, let me know. I've got plenty of friends out there that I know some of your moms and dads make it. Share that with me. I want some before the next show.
Are you doing a show on Christmas?
Don't forget your note.
My note. I am. Well, no, we're about to get to that. But, so, let's get to that now.
You said next show, so I was just curious.
Next show. Is my mom watching?
Yes.
Mom, if you can hear me, tell Tracy you can hear me, because I got a message for you here in a minute. All right, so, people, Mike Sorensen. Raise your hand if you like Mike Sorensen. I think he's a good guy. Yeah, everybody, right? He is a good guy, real good guy. I like Mike a lot. Today is Mike Sorensen's birthday. Happy birthday, brother. From the bottom of my heart, I absolutely love you and your family. Y'all are great people. And next time you're in downtown, hit me up, and I owe you a couple of beers for your birthday. We can go to the Claremont Brewery or
Sun
the other
Creek.
one. Huh?
Sun Creek.
Sun Creek, whatever. I like Sun Creek better. But whatever you want, Mike, I owe you a beer, or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10.
Your mom says I can, and I'm afraid.
Okay. So before I get to my mom, people, hey, Brian, come here. It's on the shelf. Shelf below the liquor shelf.
That's nice.
So we're going to cancel next Friday's show. It's Christmas. I'm still going to go live at some point Christmas night, but not for what you think it's going to be. It's just going to be some music and some hey, how do you do's. So with that being said, my wife wants me to ask, since I'm canceling Friday the 12/25, do you guys want me to do a Saturday live show? We can't call it Saturday Night Live because you know what? I don't want to get sued again. So, I mean, we had the whole Forky incident with Pixar and shit. So, I'm just kidding. We didn't get sued, obviously. We have nothing for them to take. So, do you guys want me to do a Saturday night show? And if so, what do you want me to do about it? Do you want me to stay on topic? Is anybody going to participate? Anybody going to show up? Anybody going to be here? Are you going to watch? Whatever. Let me know. I'll put something together. Might be short. Might be as short as Paul's pee-pee, but I'll put something together.
Two people already said yes for Saturday.
Yes for Saturday. All right.
Cheryl and your mom.
Huh?
Cheryl and your mom.
Okay. Well, if it's just Cheryl and my mom, those two lovely ladies are worth my time and effort.
Apparently Nicole also.
And Nicole, I will do it. I'll do it now. I'm 100% do it for you guys. All right?
All right. Is everybody having problems with video, or is it just my mom? My mom says the video is gone, but can everyone see the video or no?
Edward also said
yes.
Saturday is okay. All right.
Edward, it was good seeing you the other day, buddy.
Catherine also says Saturday. Okay. So
that'll work, and get me maybe 4 or 5 rubber bands out of that drawer in there. Make sure they're good. A little bit stretchy. Set it over there.
Okay. All right. The video's good. And my mom says back on.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's Jason.
Jason?
He sent a picture.
Oh, shit. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's going to be a lot of blood.
Okay. But, really?
Just ask him if he's okay. Tell him I'll be out there as soon as I can.
Can we tell him to send a picture to my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody is saying Saturday is good, and Ed said it was good seeing you also. Well, he said same here, Troy, but...
Good, Ed, wonderful. Ed, we should get together and have a beer too sometime. So
Saturday,
again,
Sunday.
and I think Sunday. I hope you guys are coming over Sunday, and if you are, we'll sit down here and have a drink. Speaking of Sunday, any of you that are coming, do you want me to leave the Troy Show set up so you can take photos here?
Oh my
I'm
God!
just
Really?
saying, what a great Christmas gift that could be for me to you people.
Are you gonna autograph it?
I will. Whatever they want.
You are so
Applause,
full
applause,
of yourself.
applause.
No applause.
Let's move along. So, let's get to my mom real quick. People, I'm going to tell you what right now. We have a great episode planned out. It is a unbelievably hysterical episode. We have the songs written, recorded. We have the skits written. We've practiced them. We're just waiting on one critical thing, and that is a guest star. And obviously, we're just the Troy Show. We have to work around this guest star's availability, especially since they're doing it for free for us, out of the kindness of their heart. And because of this guest star, we're going to get an unbelievable amount of views. So I have to wait until they're here. And we're hoping that they're here somewhere between the middle and the end of January. So we keep pushing that off. Keep pushing that off. I've been talking to it about with my mom and some friends and all that stuff for about 6 weeks now, and everybody's really stoked about it, and we're going to do it. But we just got to wait for that. Without that guest star, it's going to make it so much better. Without that guest star, it just really doesn't hit all the way of a home run, right? It's more like a Derek Jeter home run and not a Babe Ruth home run. So.
You don't like Derek Jeter?
I don't really care for him too much. He's a pretty dude, but
I just saw one of his cards, so I like him now.
Yeah, you like him. That's a weird reason to like someone, Dylan.
Does I make money off of him?
Sure. I'm just saying.
I think that's
you sound like Shanae.
Oh! At least I don't look like her.
At least you don't. At least you don't. Dylan's very pretty too. So here we go. Back to this situation with my mom. My mom had an idea. She's like, "Oh, you should do this and this in that episode." And I agree with her. I didn't think about it, but I thought, yeah, I could do that for him. But my mom's super excited about it, super stoked about it. She just keeps asking me over, when are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? Because she really wants me to do these two things for you people. And she wants to see them again as well. If you don't know, my mom lives, a few hours south of here, but she doesn't really get to come up that much. But so she wanted me to juggle on the episode, and I'm still going to. And she wanted me to do this other thing too. But I thought, want to be a good Christmas present to my mom? I went out and I bought some juggling balls, right? And so even though it's not the episode, Mom, I'm going to juggle for you tonight, very briefly, but I am going to juggle for you, all right? And then I also do this trick where I put out a candle using a rubber band, and she wants me to do that. So I'm going to do that for her tonight too. It's a Christmas gift to my mom, so people bear with me, and if you don't want to, then fuck off. Go watch something else. I heard Seth Rogen's pretty good. So, let
Does he
me.
have a live show on Fridays?
I don't know. I need to check into that. I think. Does anybody want to hear Sue's Got Balls again, the Christmas version? Because I'm going to play a song while I juggle. You know what? Screw it. Executive decision. Just like Trump. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it while I juggle for my mom for Christmas. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Now here we go. I'm good. It's not the Rona.
Ed said maybe you should borrow bigger balls.
Ed, don't spoil the surprise! All right. Is my mom watching still?
Yes.
Is she excited?
She is. She had a whole bunch of purple hearts.
All right. All right. I'm going to juggle for my mom. Because I love my mom. Here we go. I'm not going to do it long. You're not going to hear the whole song, people. This gun falls out of its holster.
12 long months ago, if we knew what we knew today,
Off to the store we'd go, buying toilet paper every day. Our bottoms would be clean, our asses would feel right. But at least it's fun to ride and sing these funny songs at night. Oh, Sue's got balls, fuck that bitch, Shanae. She's too fat to take a ride in a
Too much
12-horse
shots.
open sleigh. Hey, Sue's got balls, Polly's bald, and hey, oh, what fun it is to sing and make fun of Shanae. Now that I've pissed you off, come and get you some TikTok girls, that's right. Paul likes them 'cause they're young. Hide food
been a
from
while.
Shanae, 340
Hope you
pounds
like it,
she be. Susan's got some big old balls and Paul's got a tiny pee-pee. Oh, Sue's got balls, TDC is lame. It's not fun learning dance from someone who sits all day. Hey, Sue's got balls, fuck that bitch, Shanae. Oh, I wish she'd close her doors and fucking go away.
All right, one more for my mom. One more. Brian, give me a metal chair. Lord of my...
Catherine says
Pulled
juggle
up to
Sue's
my
balls.
house just the other night. I thought we'd have some fun.
All right, people, I do this trick where I put out the candle. With a rubber band.
Your mom said love it, thank you.
You're welcome, Mom. Got one more for you, Mom, because you've been wanting this one too. So I do this trick where I put out a candle. See, it's a real candle. I put out the candle with a rubber band, but I got to be higher than it. I'm not talking about Afro Man high or anything like that, but Brian, give me a metal chair. Dear Lord God, if you care about me at all, please don't let me break the
I
metal
could
chair
just
live on
move the
Facebook.
camera and you could put it on the ground. Why don't I move the camera and you can put it on the ground?
It's all right. I probably won't fall. I probably won't.
I'm not taking you to the hospital. It's too cold.
I don't go to the hospital for too much.
What's a hospital?
What's a hospital?
You just sign yourself out
Again,
anyways.
It has it's easily been a few years since I've done this, so I hope I can still do it. Oh, I missed.
It flickered.
Okay, hang on, people. There we go. Light it again. Let me see if I can hit it again.
Baby.
Light it again. See if I can do it again. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh! Okay.
Third time.
That's for my mom.
One more.
Good job. Really? No, he's gonna break the chair.
Yeah, I'm probably going to break the chair. I don't want to break the chair live on Facebook.
Can't do that.
It's all right. No.
They won't donate to the GoFundMe that you haven't created.
I promise we're going to start that GoFundMe.
Next week.
Next
follow
week.
The page. Like and share. Subscribe. Bell button.
Okay. All right.
Your mom says woot woot.
I'm still going to do it on the other episode for you, Mom, too, so don't worry.
My mom says way to go. Actually, pretty clever. She typed WTG. Good job, Mom.
Cool.
You're moving those around like you need another.
No.
I'm probably okay right this moment. Thank you.
About 30
It's
seconds.
no longer cold outside, I can tell you that.
Oh.
Ask if there's any M&M fans.
He did. I listened to some of it. Any Eminem fans? Dylan wants to know. He just dropped a new album, and it's really good.
It reminds me of his old days. I mean,
It
it's
does.
Like, he's just. It surprises me because he's what? He's almost 50 and he's like still
48,
kicking ass.
49.
He's like, he's just living it up, dude. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Good for him.
He is the GOAT.
10:05.
10:05. 10:05. All right. People, what time is it?
10:05.
It's time for the Green Swamp Mafia Table Talk.
If you came here to play,
Brian, text Jay and tell him I'll call him here in a little bit.
Is that a Star Wars food truck
Yeah,
shirt?
it is. Star Wars food truck shirt, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen. I don't know where I got it, but I'm wearing it today because it's cool.
It's kind of lame.
It's kind of cool. Ask if they think it's lame or cool. Listen,
cool.
I'm not even a Star Wars fan. I've never even seen one Star Wars, so
It's
hate
lame.
on me for that. But
Well, I'm wearing
listen, the
signs.
jacket's cool.
Well, you're
Don't look
lame
at-
too.
Don't look at the shirt. Look at the jacket. Look at these little
Yeah,
whatever
that's
these things are.
a little lame.
And he's
Right.
he's very Florida tonight. He's got
Oh,
socks and
lame.
sandals on.
That's triple lame. Oh, so you're just the lame boy tonight.
I
All
got
right.
socks and sandals. I got the fox hat. I'm growing the hair out. Still gonna do the mullet.
Why do you have a fox hat?
Even though I had, why do I have a fox hat? Why don't you have a fox hat
the
or
hell
a
is
Star
fox?
Wars? It's like a racing brand or something. I don't know. Listen, this is not what we're here for. We had important discussions to discuss at the table talk, and it had
Yeah,
nothing to
your
do with my
lame
Star Wars
shirt.
shirt or my hat. Maybe
I'm the
my
producer.
jacket.
I decide.
Goodness.
So, Dylan, what do you think about Paul's cowardly little actions last Friday here? As a man, would you ever be able to do that and look at yourself in the mirror ever again?
I don't think so. No, I've never really had anyone stand up to me or do anything. I've had a few incidents like that where people drive by and say something, or as they're walking away, they'll run their mouth, but never. It's never face to face. It's like people like Paul. They're just little pussies. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I
That's
really
a
don't.
good word. I mean, hell,
It's-
he pulled up in front of my house, he honked the horn, he called me a fat bastard, and he sped away as I was throwing a Pepsi can at him and running down the street.
And if that was me, I probably would have gotten out and came up here and said it.
Yeah.
And at least
Then I got mad respect for you. Doesn't matter who wins or loses at that point in time.
That's how I look at it.
Let's
too.
roll in the
You know,
dark.
There's always someone bigger and better than you. Always someone that's going to whoop your ass. Always.
And there's always somebody that'll catch you off guard. You won't be expecting it, right?
And
So
they're
you
still
never
a pussy.
know.
When you catch someone off guard, 9 times out of 10 you're a pussy. Not always. But
Not always.
Not always.
Sometimes you just
sometimes
catch
you
it.
deserve it, but
Right. But at least the respect
pussy.
would be there,
exactly.
right? At least the respect would be there. An ass whooping only hurts for a few days. A cowardly act like that, Paul, it's going to last you your whole life, the rest of your life, man. The
If I was
rest of
him,
your
I'd
life.
be having not a hard time going to sleep necessarily, but when I lay in bed, I'd be like, damn, I should have went up there and said something, or I should have
Right, how
I should have put it in
embarrassing.
park and got out, or so, waited
Right.
until he came up to the window. But you drive by and go by slow and say something. Like, what is that? That doesn't show anything,
Right, and Brian, was I running slow?
No.
Not by any means. I'm 282, but I think I was booking pretty quick. Adrenaline had me going.
It's
And
like 7 miles per hour out the gate.
and he was gone. You hush. He was good, but it was gone. He didn't even stop at the stop sign. He almost flipped his shit getting out of here. Right? What was
it
your
the mail
point? No.
Maybe that's because he had a Star Wars food truck T-shirt on. And
Here
he
we
did-
go.
he didn't want
Maybe.
to-
It's a start. It's
Wow.
a start.
Listen, producer, we had agreements. We weren't going to rip on each other.
He's
Here we
not
are.
ripping on you. I am.
Yeah, but he's you and you're him. You guys are one, right?
No.
I thought that's how marriage
Hey.
works. Was that?
Let's take a look. Go.
Can we get some comments here? Does anyone support my Star Wars food truck shirt?
I like the stormtroopers.
They're
I think
laughing
it's
at
pretty
it.
freaking cool. They like it. They're laughing at your funny jokes because your jokes are funny. You're a funny lady. I
Oh,
agree.
trying to
But
kiss up to the
give
producer.
some hearts or some thumbs up, some smiley faces if you like the shirt. If you think it's okay, like at least a 6 out of 10. At least.
Chris says nope.
All right. All right. Listen.
Thank you, Chris.
Damn, he's brutal.
But you like my mullet.
Nicole
You like the
likes
mullet idea.
it.
He said he liked the mullet idea.
That's right. he
Your
did.
mom likes it.
So
Well,
he likes, yeah.
he did.
that's
Mom
pretty
likes
lame
that
too.
shirt.
He's just telling you that so that you'll
So he
be
likes
ugly.
bullets, but he doesn't like Star Wars. What?
That's like, I don't even know. Lame? Is that your middle
go
name?
together.
You know what we should do this year?
It's lamest, but close.
Good one.
There's an S in
We
there.
should watch, because I haven't. I mean, I've seen it maybe once myself or twice at the most, but I was young. We should watch the 3 original Star Wars this year. Just to say we
I
did.
would. I've never. I feel
We got
bad.
the projector and the big
You know,
screen. I mean,
big
we'll
screen,
watch it.
Star Wars, food truck. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Chris
Hey,
says he's down with the socks and flops though.
Okay.
Who's
what
that,
about
Chris?
mismatch socks?
Yes.
Look, this one. Look, can you see this? You probably can't see it. I'll show it like this. Look, see this one's got the little gray on top. All right,
listen, Chris. No offense, buddy. You know I love you.
regular.
Lame.
You scrape up dead people. I'm not
shit.
really going to trust your
Input.
Ew.
your judgment on the class level of the sandals and the flip flop, right? So,
My toes
anyway.
are cold.
By the way, if you people don't know, Chris is a fireman.
Really?
He is.
The king, remember?
Right? He was the king of the fireman. Does anybody actually? You know what? I'm going to ask you straight up. Do you know who Joel Osteen is?
Man, see, listen, I know the name, but I can't tell you. I know.
Do you know how much more I love you right now that you don't know who Joel Osteen is? I love that. Does anybody out there know who Joel Osteen is?
I've seen the name. He's in a band or something.
He is not.
No?
Not even
He is
close.
not.
A male stripper.
Yeah, well, okay.
Closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Joel Osteen
Fireman.
is, I classify pieces of shit in this level. Attorneys.
Are you pointing at yourself or me? When you said the piece of shit, it was kind of like...
I was like, attorneys, a Mendance, and a megachurch preacher. Megachurch preacher being the number one piece of shit out there anywhere, right? Joel Osteen, Kenneth Copeland, Jerry Savelle, they are all big sacks of shit. Worthless pieces of oxygen-consuming, biodegradable mass.
Why does he look so weird?
Because he is...
Ed and Catherine say he's a crook.
Thank you so much, guys. I love you for saying that because he definitely is. Now, listen, if you people were following me on social media 5 years ago, you know that I went at it with Joel Osteen, and you know that he came back at me. He also sent his brother to comment to me, and his brother was actually going to come down here and talk to me in person and all this stuff. And you're going, for those of you who weren't following me, you're going, why the hell would he even acknowledge you? Well, back in the day, I used to be armed private security for Kenneth Copeland and Jerry Savelle. And all of these three crooks are located in Texas, two of them in Tarrant County and one in Houston. And so Joel Osteen, though, now granted, Kenneth Copeland, I think he's probably the worst. He's quite possibly the Antichrist himself, right? These people preach a sermon of prosperity for themselves. They don't really, teach about anything else, right? They're all about their money and how much they can get. How much do you think? I'll remind you, I'm talking about Kenneth Copeland, right? Kenneth Copeland is a megachurch preacher,
Right.
How much do you think his net worth is?
I'm going to start off by saying probably a lot more than what it should be.
You're correct.
If I had to guess, I don't know. The name sounds familiar for him as well. If I had to guess, you're bringing it up and whatnot, it's probably definitely higher than what it should be. I really don't know. I'd say $150,000.
Wow. You're right. That's still $150,000 is still a lot more than it should be his net worth because he's a preacher.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
So,
sense.
but Machine Gun Kelly, he's a rapper.
Who's it?
Right? Don't start. You know the guy.
It sounds familiar.
This guy. So you got Machine Gun Kelly, and then you've got Eminem, right? Of the two, they're both the same. They're both really good, but one's OG, original, who's the GOAT, Eminem. He's always going to be the best, right? And you got Machine Gun that's coming up in the ranks, right? I like his stuff. Well, that's the same thing with Joel Osteen and Kenneth Copeland and Jerry Savelle. So Kenneth Copeland is the OG. He's the GOAT. He's the original, megachurch preacher. And then you got Jerry Savelle, which was his understudy. They're both located now out of Tarrant County. Okay. And then you got Joel Osteen, the little bitch, right?
He's trying to come up and
Kenneth,
balls to...
Right, he is. So Kenneth Copeland's net worth, bro, is $350 million.
Oh, that's a little more than what I make.
Just a little.
$350 million. How weird is it that his net worth has remained the same over the last, 15, 20 years?
Well, it's easy when you don't report what you make and
you're a
lying sack of shit, and
Exactly, right? Let's talk about Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen's net worth is something like $55 million. That's no way. There's bullshit. You're a lying crook, right? You're a lying crook. He owns a church called Lakewood Church out of Houston. You might recall it back during Hurricane Harvey a few years ago, where they weren't going to open this church up. By the way, this church will hold something like 15 to 16,000 people in the main body of the church. You're talking about 20, 30 people throughout the complex. And they didn't open it to the people of Houston as a refuge, as a shelter. And when they were called out on CNN, Joel Osteen says, and you can look this up, he says, oh, well, the church is flooded out and it's not safe for people to go there. CNN decided they're going to send a reporter down and check it out. It wasn't flooded. It was nowhere near flooded. It was high and dry, right? It was high up on that mountain. Go sing it on the mountain. Joel Osteen's a piece of lying shit, right? So, Joel, I tell you what, man, since everybody's calling everyone else out, they want to fight. You got these OG people wanting to fight these YouTubers, whatever, right? I'm going to call people out right now. Pay-per-view fight, bare fist, no gloves, no rules, no rounds. First person that falls and stays down is out. I want to call out Joel Osteen, Kenneth Copeland, Jerry Savelle, and Paul Mendez. All four at the same time against me in the same ring. That's it, right? Every bit of money drawn for it goes to charity. The Troy wants
charity would you select?
The Troy wants a 75-inch TV charity.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Yeah, thank you.
If I can watch fights on it, then
well, hell yeah, you're always welcome over here to watch it. So back to Joel Osteen, right? This sack of shit, extorting all this money from these innocent people, these people that have bought into his lie, these people that pulling up in 1972 Honda hatchbacks while Joel Osteen's cruising around in a Ferrari, right? Giving him his money. I want to tell you people about Joel Osteen. Now, by the way, we've got a mega church preacher here that's on the up and coming list. He don't like me. I don't like him. He's right here in Claremont. Brian, don't start. We've gone at it a few times, and if he gets any bigger, if he does anything dumber, I'm going to call him out too. As a matter of fact, he went to school here in Claremont, this local mega church preacher here, right? He was a Claremont Highlander back when Claremont had one high school. He was friends with a guy named Bill that I happen to know that has shared with me some very intimate stories about this local mega church preacher, including the fact that he used to put peanut butter on his genitals and let his dog lick it off.
Oh.
Is this the same preacher who one of his people that goes to his church? We have mutual friends with.
Sells cars?
Yeah, that guy. The guy that sells cars that aren't ready for sale yet.
Indeed.
Like takes money for the cars when they're not ready to be sold yet, and then
that's the end of the show, people.
And then puts you in a minivan instead of the vehicle that you're supposed to drive off with, and says, "Hey, here's a minivan instead of the truck that you paid for, and have a good night."
That's right. That's exactly who that preacher is.
So people like him go to that church. Okay.
Anyway. I have another story about that preacher, right? So, back in the early '90s, that preacher and his friends from Claremont Highlander High School went to Church Street in downtown Orlando. And I'm sure right now if that preacher is watching, and I know he could be, there's a high possibility he's watched some of my shows before, as recently as 2 weeks ago. He's probably shitting himself right now, knowing that I know these stories. So they went to downtown Claremont to Church Street.
Orlando.
About a 30-minute drive from here. And they were there for quite a while. But around 2:30 in the morning, this megachurch preacher decides he wants to have relations with a black prostitute that turned out to be a black male prostitute. We can't confirm the male part, but we think so. Long story short, he had relations with the prostitute, did not pay her, tried to run away afterwards. She caught him. She beat the shit out of him. And his friends from Claremont High School had to intervene on his behalf, but it was too late. He was already beaten the shit out of, right? So, if anything gets out of hand with that church, we'll be doing a few Troy Show episodes about him. Let's get back to Joel Osteen, shall we? So, Joel Osteen, right, a multi-millionaire, a preacher, walking around.
But he makes $50,000 a year. What did you say?
Million.
Oh, I thought you said his net worth.
His net worth. Joel Osteen's net worth is $55 million.
What would you say that he showed that he made a year?
That's what it shows that he made, $55 million.
Okay,
but remember, he makes millions and millions of dollars on his book sales.
Right,
but he says that he doesn't report any of that. See, he claims it's for the church, but it's not for the church, right?
Of course not. Yeah.
So listen to what a sack of shit this guy is. Are you all familiar with the PPP loan, the federal PPP loan, the Paycheck Protection Loan, right? Now, if you use it the way you're supposed to, you don't have to pay it back. It becomes a grant, right? Well, don't you know that Joel Osteen, now you want to keep church and state separate, right? You want to have your own rules as a church. You don't want to have to go by what the state says, what the government says. You don't want to pay taxes because you're a church and you want to be exempt from that. Even though my mom's friend Richard told me the other night that it says in the Bible that Jesus paid taxes. So if Jesus paid taxes, you tell me you're better than Jesus and you don't have to pay taxes. I'm very against churches not paying taxes. Fuck that shit. They need to be they don't need to be tax exempt. They need to pay more taxes than the rest of us because they need that shit for free. Right? Well, you want to be separate from churches straight. Within Joel Osteen and Lakewood Church, and I shit you not, people, I can't make this up, but if you don't believe me, Google it when this show's over. They got $4.4 million from the PPP loan from the government. Money that you and I have paid into taxes all these years. $4.4 million. Is that right? Do you think that's right?
No.
That's wrong. That's wrong. I said all that, people, to say this. What you perceive to be good and what you perceive to be evil may not always be the same thing. You see me in the way I act and the things that I say, and you call me evil. But you don't see the things I do when you're not looking. You don't see the things I do when this camera's not on. And maybe you're not seeing why I'm doing the things I'm doing now when the camera is on. But you judge me instead of judging people like Joel Osteen, Susan Mendez, Paul Mendez, Shanae Sally. A child has never lost a toe under my care. Never.
You forgot Adam's on too.
Adam. That's right. Adam Sally, too. He left 6 kids in a car unattended and was placed under arrest for it. Released on his own recognizance.
So there's 2 Adams, I guess.
There's 2 Adams that need to be called.
Ed said Tom Brady did the same thing with PPP.
Yeah, fuck Tom.
Did he really? Ed, if you don't mind, send me a link to that, please, so I can put that on next week's show. All right? You didn't flip my lucky.
Oh, I didn't know you do that.
Yeah, I do.
I did pack them for you.
Thank you.
I'm probably smoking a lucky right now.
People, I tell you what, you need to be careful of what your perception of good and evil is. Dylan and I, we look like, well, we get judged a lot, don't we?
Oh, I do. Can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
So in my store, right, I have a thrift store here in Groveland. I usually open carry when I'm there, right? So I have a gun on my hip, either a 45 or something of that sort. And people, sometimes they come in and I say, hey, how you doing? And they just, good. You know, they don't even ask how I'm doing. They look at me all cockeyed and googly-eyed, whatever. All just really rude and disrespectful, you know, and I let it go. In the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I probably won't give you a discount, you know. Anyways, my point is with that is, yeah, we get judged, you know. They come in, they look at me like I'm some bum or some thug that's in there, and it's like, this is my store. You're in my store. I'm asking you how your day was. I'm treating you with respect, you know. I'm giving you free stuff. I'm taking care of you, making sure you're happy, you're having a good day. I want to know how your day was. I really do. I don't just say that to talk. I really do. I want to know, hey, how was your day? Are you ready for Christmas? No, if not, cool. We got a table over here with free gifts. Get them for your kids, your grandkids, whatever, you know. But yeah, we do get judged. I get judged. People look at me and they think I'm just some thug, you know.
Because you do look like a thug.
Sometimes,
especially with that
the shirt. The shirt. This probably makes me look more like
a nerd.
A nerd,
but
or whatever.
Still, you look like a nerdy thug.
Lame.
But we do get judged a lot, and we're actually good guys, man. I think he's a good guy. He thinks I'm an okay guy sometimes, but we're good people, right? My buddy Jason, top-notch person, does anything he can for anybody. People judge him all the time, right?
Me and you both got judged quite a few times.
Me and Brian, we get judged a lot too, but you need to be careful how you're judging people. Are you judging them because they say words that you don't like? Fuck. Twat. Finger-punching asshole. You don't like those words? They're words. You don't like them? So because you don't like them, we're thugs, we're bad guys, we're the evil ones? But you don't see our actions. You don't see what we do for people. You don't see what we do for people. But you look at somebody like Joel Osteen and he's buttoned up in a suit and tie, right? And he's up there, people, I'm the best. People, I'm the best. Right? Give me your money.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, give me your money. Right? You don't know, I'm not a huge religious person. I'm not. Shock, right? I'm sure you're shocked. But in my opinion, a true preacher, a true man of the Lord, is the man that makes $30,000 to $40,000 a year, lives in a modest house, paid for by the church, drives a modest car, prepares his sermon, and delivers it to his flock. Not a man that drives a Ferrari, not a man that upgrades to a $920,000 house on the other side of Lake Minnehaha. No. Those are con artists. Where I come from, we call them con artists. Right? Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland and I had a very strange relationship. I hated him, he hated me even more, but I was a big dude, I carried a gun, and he paid me. So we had our business relationship, which ultimately failed. But Joel Osteen, Kenneth Copeland, Jerry Savelle, and the local one here, you don't have to worry about me. You have to worry about the person you're preaching about. And you better hope that when you go, he doesn't finger punch you in the asshole. That's what you better hope.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
I have something to say about what Dylan was saying when you ask someone, how are you?
Go ahead.
Today, one of the workers at Universal said, hi, how you doing? And I said, fine, thank you. How are you? He said, I'm very good, thank you. You're the first person to ask me that today.
What the hell?
And that was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
You'd be surprised how many people I ask, hey, how are you doing today? And I walk out, I see it, because I have a camera, so I can see the people when they get out of their vehicle as soon as they pull up. I see you guys, okay? And as soon as you do that, I come out and I greet you, okay? Regardless of what I'm doing, I stop what I'm doing and I come out there and I greet you. Hey, how you guys doing today? Just to let you know, everything is 50% off, whatever. By the way, it is 50% off right now for the next couple of days. But I do that. I come out and I greet and I say, hey, how you doing? You know, and I smile. I try to smile. You know, hey, we got this, got that. What do you need? You know, let me help you out. And probably more than 60% of people are just so disrespectful. They just
and
look
people
down.
steal from you.
They steal. People steal.
That's
yes.
bullshit.
I have a free pile. I got a free wheelchair and a
man's trying to help
play
you,
right
and
now,
you steal from it.
and people still steal. It's like, come on. If you would have told me, hey, I need that chair or that.
And
whatever,
just so you know,
shirt,
before you go stealing from Dylan, before you go stealing from Dylan, you need to realize that me, Dylan, and Jason and Brian, we don't call the police.
No.
We do not. So be careful. Go to Walmart and steal. They're a corporation. I don't give a shit. Load it up. Go with it. Be Santa Claus. Take Susan's big sweaty ball sack and fill it up. Don't go to his place and steal. We ain't gonna tolerate it. Right? Listen, people. I think we're gonna call this an episode. You got anything else?
Yeah, I think Brian should get us a shot before we get off.
Brian, if you don't mind, get us one.
Someone might be watching that's drinking right now. Get your shot ready. Get your beer ready. Your wine ready. Whatever. Kathy?
Tell Kathy to get a drink ready.
Kathy, get a drink ready. There was someone else that commented earlier that said, have a drink for me. Her name starts with an A.
Angie.
Angie, okay.
I love you, Angie. I hope you're coming
go.
Sunday. You already promised.
I was going to
So
call
you
you
better
out,
be
but
here.
She's done.
she's done.
She graduated.
Graduated.
So are you coming? Yes or no? Because I will straight bring the party to your house. We'll pull you back over here.
She's coming.
I made some gummy bears for you.
Gummy bears? What are those? What are those?
What are those?
I know.
You ate the rest of my gummy bears
I know.
last time. I made some stronger ones.
Really?
155.
They're nasty.
These
They're
ones were-
actually okay once you're already drunk.
It's okay.
They're
It's
still
all
nasty.
good in the hood.
It's all good in the hood.
Or in the Star Wars food truck shirt. One at a time. You have two hands, Brian.
2 hands. What are those?
Oh, goodness.
I think we've hit everything. We got Joel Osteen's a little punk ass bitch that won't fight me. We got Paul's a little punk ass bitch that won't fight me. We've got, I need some coquito if anybody's got it. By the way, leave your cocaine.
I've heard about
I
the
want coquito.
coquito.
It's very good.
I've heard about it.
Very, very
Thank you,
good.
sir. Did you want to pour it over yourself?
50-50. People, if you know what happened to that 50-50 money, please tell me. Because I don't want to keep bringing it up. But I'm going to keep bringing it up until I find out what happened for it. So if we don't have a winner for it, if the winner wasn't given to them months and months ago, I'm going to keep calling them out on that as a thief. It's the thieves that they are. Paul, next time you come to my house, have the audacity to stop, come back here, shake my hand, say, hey, how you doing? Have a beer. And then if we want to roll in the dirt, we can. If not, that's up to you. Susan, thank you very much for the idea for the top 10 tonight. I loved it. I will keep going. I just spit all over myself.
That's okay.
So here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hashtag no season 10. No more victims. Survivors only. We love all you guys.
Angie has coquito at the house.
No shit. Angie, don't play with my feelings. I'm serious. Don't play with my emotions. If you got it, bring some Sunday, please.
All right, I'm out of here, but listen, check out my store, okay? We got 50% off up until Christmas Eve. Swan Thrift Store. Look it up on Facebook. Follow it, like it, share it. A lot of good stuff in there. I also buy stuff back, so bring your closet full of BS and goodies. I'll buy it from you, okay? Appreciate it. Have a good night.
And then he'll
Thank
sell
you,
it
sir.
back to you.
I'll sell it back to you at a higher price, much higher price. No, seriously, read my reviews, okay? I help people out. I give good deals. I got good stuff. Have
You're a
night.
good guy, Dylan. I'm just picking on you.
I like Dylan's shop. I do.
It's because you like
It's
junk.
I do like Dylan. But
Junk.
Because all the inventory is from you that you sell me, overpriced.
A lot of it is. It's not overpriced that much. I mean, it's a little overpriced, but it's still worth it. I tell you what, too, people, while you're at Dylan's shop, go check out Billy's Meat Market.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Right across
It's
the
an
street.
Awesome place. Awesome place. Speaking of that, right? And it is right across the street. But don't forget to go to Champions Barbershop, located across from the entrance to downtown Claremont. Tell them that Troy with Green Swamp Mafia sent you. They do a bang-up job. Try to go on a Friday because they give you a free beer while you're getting your hair cut. Champions Barbershop, they are awesome.
Hey, can I say something about Champions Barbershop? My van that I bought was actually from someone at Champions Barbershop. So
Really?
I want to throw that out there if they're watching
Cool.
or they know.
That's why I wore 'em.
The Honda Odyssey, someone actually from their page on Instagram liked the dealership that I bought the vehicle from. They liked the page because it was their vehicle. So I agree. You know, check them out. They're good people. They take care of their vehicles. They also take care of your head when they cut your hair. So check them out, all right?
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to give you one last plug that I'm not getting paid to give you, and that is this. People, if you need a car, if you're in the market for a new car, a used car, a good quality, whatever, right? It doesn't matter your budget. Doesn't really matter your credit either. I want you people to go see Bill
Arbuckle.
Bill Arbuckle at the Sanford CarMax. Bill just sold my daughter her very first car. Very proud of her. Way to go, Paige. I love you. It's a beautiful car. Great price, too. Good payments, good down payment, everything, right? The cool thing about this with Bill is my sister-in-law brought this up. Paige is the third generation of our family that Bill has sold a car to. He sold cars to my mother and father-in-law, to Cheryl and Dan, and now to Paige. 3 generations of our family have bought cars from Bill Arbuckle at the Sanford location of CarMax, and I'm not getting paid for that plug. That's bottom of my heart, true thing here. Go see Bill. Tell him Troy sent you just for the fun of it, because I'm not getting anything out of it. Just tell him I sent you and I said, hey, how you doing? People, listen to me when I tell you this. I love you. I do. I'm not just saying that. I really love you. If you people need anything and I have it to give you, or if I can help you, call me. I'm going to be there for you. It doesn't matter night, day, it doesn't matter. I'll be there for you. I'll always be there for you. I'm going to be here for you next Friday,
Saturday.
Christmas. Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
What?
I said
Next
Saturday.
Friday is Christmas.
I'm going to be here for you next Friday on Christmas Day, or Christmas night, just to play some music and show you some lights and say, hey, how you doing? I love you. It's Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Right?
Happy Hanukkah.
And we'll say Happy Hanukkah too. Happy Kwanzaa, whatever. But I'm going to be here Friday night. It'll be short. But I'm just going to say hello and goodbye. I'm going to play you some of my favorite Christmas songs. I'm going to play you a song by Clay Aiken. I'm going to play you a song that I really like. Another song too. And show you some Christmas lights, maybe walk around downtown. Anybody that's coming to the Christmas party Sunday, by the way, you might want to bring a jacket with you, because we're going to walk right here behind the house to Victory Point and look at the Claremont Christmas tree parade, or whatever they call it. What do they call it?
Holiday Tree Trail.
Holiday Tree Trail. They play Christmas music and all that stuff, all right? Let's jump real quick ahead to New Year's Eve. I've got about $1,250 worth of fireworks right now. We're going to buy some more. Right now, we've got enough for almost a 30-minute firework display. We're not talking about little ones. We're talking about great big cone ones, right? Yeah. So if you want to come over for that, come over for that. We'll also have a little party that day too. But Sunday, you want something special, bring it. If not, drink what I've got, eat what we've got. I love you people. I'll be here for you Friday. I'll be here for you Saturday. I will always be here for you. In the meantime, treat everybody with love and respect and kindness, no matter who they are. It's Christmas time, right? Don't forget, between now and next Saturday and Friday, don't forget to make time for the bad guy. I love you.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is Christmas, there is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking near up on the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy when the door.
Cheryl, thank you very much for watching. I love you. Edward, thank you for watching. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Marilyn, I love you. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. Chris King, I love you, buddy. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. Brandon, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. Catherine, I love you. Merry Christmas. Tim, thanks for watching. Mom, thanks for watching. Mag, what's going on, brother? Merry Christmas. I love you. Ed, Merry Christmas, brother. I love you. Gene, Merry Christmas, sir. I love you, brother. Amy, Merry Christmas, I love you. Mark, Merry Christmas.
The lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And the sound of children.
Michael, thanks for watching.
And everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa won't bring me.
Rick, thanks for watching. Mike, thanks for watching, brother. I love you. Angie, I love you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. Guys, if I didn't get your name, I'm sorry, but I love you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching.
All I want for Christmas